Volume and intensity. Somehow we've taken these two components of fitness and separated them like they don't belong together. And while they may be at opposite ends of the spectrum, you can't change one without it affecting the other. But first, let's look at how these terms are defined typically in weight training. So volume is typically defined as the amount of sets and reps you do as a total in your workout, whereas intensity is the amount of weight moved. Not necessarily the total amount of weight moved in your workout, so much as the percentage of your 1 rep max. So say when you started, you could bench 150 pounds for 8 reps. But now, you're able to bench that same 150 pounds, but you can do it for 15 reps. They would say you increased the volume of your workout. But if instead, you're still only doing 8 reps, but you've increased the weight to 200 pounds, they would say you've increased the intensity of your workout. Now, the way these two got separated is a debate began as to which way is better. And some pretty heavy hitters were involved on both sides of this debate. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a high volume guy, training 2 body parts a day with as many as 20 sets per body part. And many of the bodybuilders of his day and age trained the same way. Although legend has it, Arnold had to have 2 training partners because no one training partner could do as many sets and reps as he could. On the other side of the coin, we had Mike Mentzer, a great bodybuilder in his own right, and whose training philosophies influenced another Olympian in Dorian Yates. Now, I should give an honorable mention here to Arthur Jones, the inventor of the Nautilus fitness equipment, as it was his original concept of high-intensity training that Mike Mentzer developed his version from. Now, there is more than one variation of high-intensity training out there, but typically it's no more than 5 sets per body part with rep ranges between 6 to 9 reps. And these workouts are often full body or split upper-lower body. As I said at the beginning, volume and intensity are connected. They are not 2 separate items, which is why you can get top-notch results from 2 very different training styles. Let's use high volume training for an example. Say you're just doing extra sets and reps because you train high volume, but without the intensity required, then you're just wasting your time. Intensity is ultimately a feeling. So by the time you are done your set and you're pushing that last rep, you want to feel like you can't possibly do another rep, whether it be your 2nd set or your 5th set. And the same is true with high-intensity training, although they do tend to push their bodies a little bit more by using drop sets, rest pauses, and negatives just to get that little bit more out of each set. Now that might be a fun little bit of history, but what we really want to know is what is going to work best for us. Well, for most of us, it's going to be a blend between the two. Now, if we're training at home and we don't have a large amount of heavy weight to work with, we may want to increase the volume in order to compensate. But still, for the most part, we don't have hours and hours and hours available to train, so we need to keep the intensity high, pushing toward failure or hitting failure on every set. Finding the right blend between sets, reps, the equipment we have available to train with, and the time that we have may take a little bit of experimentation, but we don't have to feel like we're tied to one system of training in order to get the best results. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50, signing out. Keep working out, keep having fun, and we will talk to you again in that next video.